Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is Fiercestbard. Hello. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Hopefully, everything's working well. We're doing arting today. We're gonna continue line arting this image of Neon from Goddess of Victory Nikkei, because she's a cool character now. She's actually does the damage, all the explosions and stuff. Yeah. So what happened? I didn't get very much done this weekend. Um, in terms of arting for at least Neon here. But I did actually get a lot of sketching done actually. Even though, this is not like I did plan on getting more of this done. I got sidetracked because I started sketching another project, and yeah, I came up with a pretty cool pose for her, so I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I got something done. I got something done. So it was not a complete loss of the weekend. But yeah, hopefully you guys. Well, it is Tuesday now, so it's not like it's still the weekend. But hopefully you guys are doing well for yourselves. You know, having some awesome weekdays, perhaps. Perhaps if hopefully. And yeah, I was just watching the PlayStation State of Play. And yeah, I didn't see too much that I was personally invested in. Like these days when it comes to games and stuff like that, I don't really have too much because I just don't have the time to play games like I used to and stuff like that, right? I will get excited, like super excited for certain very niche games. Like if they had like a new Atelier game, then I would be like, oh my god, I need to do it, right? But I don't think they would announce that on like a freaking PlayStation State of Play like type of thing. I don't think they would ever announce that kind. They have like a thing where they try to sneak in those niche like indie games and stuff like that, because they know that gets eyeballs. But like I think that was in the era when everybody thought like everybody was getting a little bit too corporate there with all their releases and stuff like that, and they just kind of forgot the little guy. So there was like a huge push and incentive to do like a show that showcased a lot of more indie games and stuff like that. I think those days are a little bit past now, because people enjoy seeing the niche indie games, but at the same time, I think I saw nonstop texting about Destiny 3. Like everybody wants to see Destiny 3 above everything else. It was just kind of like, huh. Huh. Like freaking like the Minecraft villagers, huh. I mean, it's cool if that's what everybody wants to see, but I think like they did show the new Marvel's Wolverine as opposed to anyone else's Wolverine. Cause you know how many superheroes out there are named Wolverine. They showed the gameplay trailer for that. I was kind of surprised to see certain
emotional damage
and surprised to see the emotional damage that comes with getting raided by Mooney. Hello, Mooney. Hello, let me give you the shout out, even though you don't really need the shout out from me, because everyone here knows Mooney, right? You guys know Mooney. Mooney's my partner in crime for Cappy Buds, and is also currently playing through the Yakuza series. So she is criminal. No, actually, Grandpa Yakuza is no longer the criminal. Grandpa Yakuza is the best grandpa. But yeah, hopefully that was fun, Mooney. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. I'm just doing the arting. I'm just doing the arting after watching all of the games that was happening. I guess you weren't paying too much and went to see what games were coming out, huh? I was like, I had your stream on, but then I had to shut it off to start my own, unfortunately. And I did have the State of Play on in the background, yeah, but I turned that off too because I was like, Well, none of this stuff really excites me. Because I don't even play the games. But Mooney, you would play the games though, right? I wasn't ignoring you. I just needed to see. I just needed to see because everybody was talking about it. But yeah, like they showed the Wolverine. The Wolverine surprised the heck out of me because again, like I know for example that like a Jean Grey is part of the X-Men. And she usually has usually the X-Men have like team up moves together and stuff like that, right? But it never actually occurred to me how messed up it is for Jean Grey to help Wolverine basically murder people and slaughter them like that. It never actually occurred to me. How dare he not? No. I had to pivot. I tried to multitask because I was still at work until like just now, actually. It was quite busy for me and stuff. But I had to multitask. I tried my best. Phoenix has no problem murdering. She's not Phoenix though. She's like literally just plain old Jean Grey in the game, which is hilarious to me that she's using her powers to you know, like throw people into Wolverine so Wolverine can like eviscerate them, like quite literally. And I'm just kind of like, that doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like the X-Men that I know, but at the same time, I guess that's what they would be doing. like there's a part of it that feels wrong, and then a part of it that's like, well, actually, maybe it's like, I don't know. It's like really funny. It's like, huh. That's why I was like kind of like, huh, like the Minecraft villager. I was like, I don't know if this is lore accurate, but I guess like maybe lore accurate if it was the Age of Apocalypse. I don't know. It's like I was like, what's going on? But yeah, I gotta suck it up and try to line art this hair. But yeah, what else did I see during that State of Play thing? There's apparently a new Until Dawn game. I know we watched. I didn't ever play the Until Dawn games. I think we only just watched the Let's Plays, right? Like together. I watched with Mooney. I personally never played any of the Until Dawn games, though I did try to play some of those games with my friends, like the I forgot what it was called, like the one where they're on the ship and stuff like that, like, and they're I only want oh yeah I think because you showed me Until Dawn, the playthrough of it and stuff like that. I never actually watched that myself either. I think we watched it together late, but you saw it a while ago though, right? But yeah, apparently there's a new one, and it's doing the whole Zach Baggins We're Ghost Adventurers things on an island. It's kind of funny to me. I think the medallion one, yeah, the one on the ship with the yeah, that one and stuff like that. I tried to play that one with my friends. We never really finished it though, but that is one of the ones that I ended up playing. But again, never really got a chance to finish it. I wasn't like when you play games with your friends and stuff like that, you gotta sometimes make sure that you know, like, you're all together in the same place consistently enough to actually finish it, and we were not, unfortunately. The Quarry one was the next one after the original series finished. Oh, yeah, because I remember they made, like, a couple of them, right? I think you and your friends would have liked the Quarry one. I think so, right? Like, I think I remember hearing about it, but again, not one that we actually played together and stuff. But yeah, I kind of like those these like, story based like horror adventure games and stuff like that. It's funny. What I actually think it's kind of interesting. Like, you don't normally do the horror movie or game thing, right? But you're okay watching these games, right? Like, you don't mind so much with these games. I noticed. Let's see, where do I attach this? Oh yeah, there was a new Silent Hill game. Which reminds me that I still gotta play Silent Hill F. I have not played Silent Hill F yet. I actually am very interested in playing Silent Hill F. There's games that like I get interested in once in a while that I would wanna play, and that's one of them. Even though I know everybody's played and probably spoiled the games like a gazillion times already for themselves and stuff like that, but me, I'm still curious about it. I don't know if I would ever do like a stream with it though, because again, I'm not really a game streamer, right? Like, or and stuff, right? Like sometimes I do, but I don't know like if I should, right? Like, because then I would have to find the time to actually do it in the schedule, and then that just cuts into more of the arting streams that I have to do and stuff like that. And really, I don't art as much as I should be to begin with, so it becomes like an issue for me in terms of delegating my own time and stuff like that, right? So like that's really what it is. It's like I could, but then like I also would be eating into the time that I have for arting and stuff like that. So I'm like, what do I do? Pumpkin, yes, I should hydrate. Even though I just started. How you doing, Pumpkin? What's going on? But yeah, I've been working on I haven't really been working on this one, but it's because again, I was sketching this weekend. I guess I can show everybody like so the next image, even though I haven't finished Honest and Neon yet, but the next image I actually started sketching out, and it's not Rappy Red Hood. I kept saying that I wanted to do Rappy Red Hood, but I had a really good idea for an image of Ingrid from Street Fighter 6. So I like before the idea left my brain, like before the idea just leaves my brain, I just had to put it down. I had to put it down on paper first. Quote unquote paper. You don't see me doing the air quotes. But I just had to get it down first before it kind of leaves me. And so now I have it ready. And I have to do a lot of corrections to the sketch itself because, there's certain proportional issues here. Like, for one thing, like the legs are at a different angle than they should be in this one, right? So, like, I want to fix that when I finally get into doing this image. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, especially since it's not like being drawn upright. It's actually upside down for a reason. Like in game, she is like kind of like this is her whole thing, right? Like, breaking the fourth wall and just being really like weird all the time. So I just wanted to kind of do that. I didn't want to draw her though with her, what is that? The Katamari Damacy like head wrap like thing. I don't know what they call that. Like that kind of clothing item. I didn't want to draw her with that. So I saw in her ending animation for the arcade mode that she actually takes that thing off and her hair is underneath it. And stuff like that for real. Like, so I was just like, you know what? Let me draw her with her hair kind of loose and stuff like that in some sort of like 0G environment. And then we'll go from there. and that's kind of how I came up with this, and I actually like where it's going. But yeah, we're not gonna work on this today though. That's not today's thing. Today's thing is trying to finish Neon, and well, finish it more than what we have already, I should say, because I don't believe that I'm gonna be able to finish this image of Neon today. That's a tall order, and I think that if I was able to finish this today, I would be like, damn, I'm turning into an art god if I could do that. which I'm just kind of like, nah, this is not happening today. I don't believe that, but you know, stranger things have happened, right? Stranger things have happened. But yeah, like, what else did they show at the with the state of play? They did show. I don't know. You see, here's the problem. I don't know how what anything is anymore, right? Like, so for example, like everybody wanted to see Destiny 3, but then I saw that they showed Marathon, and like for a minute there, I thought that was Destiny 3 because I saw the Bungie logo, and I was like, wait, does Bungie doesn't do Destiny anymore, right? Like, I just like don't know anything about games anymore. It's just like with anime. It's like I don't know anything about anime these days. I haven't watched in too long. And apparently I don't know anything about movies either, because I couldn't even quote my favorite movies. So apparently I just don't know anything these days. Quick, do RoboCop? No, don't put me on the spot like that. I can't do it quick. Because I know last time everybody was taking all the best quotes, like "Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me." Like everybody was taking all the best quotes before I could say anything. No, it's not Get to the Chopper. That's not obviously RoboCop. No, that's not. That is not obviously RoboCop. Please, Mooney, no. No, everybody's gonna be like, you and Bart don't know anything about movies. Yes, it is. How is it obviously RoboCop? Precious? No, Precious is not from RoboCop. Why would it be from RoboCop? That's the wrong movie. Now speaking... You shall not pass. Clearly RoboCop to whoever he was arresting. Clearly. That was clearly RoboCop, huh? Yeah. One day, Mooney, one day, we might have to have like a movie night where we bone up on these movies so that so that chat won't accuse us of not knowing movies. One day. Let's see, how's that? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Um, but yeah, like, I don't know. Again, I was originally supposed to like sketch out Rappy Red Hood for the new sketch, but then I was just kind of like, damn, like I don't know. I just felt like I feel like when I draw and stuff like that, like I'm the type of person that when I have the motivation for something, I have to do it like right away. Otherwise, I kind of forget about it, and then it's like just kind of gone and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find ways for myself to like when I have to draw something that's not necessarily the thing that I'm currently super interested in, like to just be able to do it, right? So we'll see how that goes if I'm able to figure that out. But like I've noticed that I'm kind of like that when it comes to certain images and stuff like that. And I'm trying to be better about like actually doing the like having a plan and just sticking with it. But it's tough. It's definitely tough. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, whoops. It seems I started drawing this and then I just kind of forgot it there. And I'm trying to like avoid the situation where I draw too many lines in the hair because like when you're kind of drawing like hair, you don't want to actually draw every single um strand of hair. Depending on the style, right? But like when it comes to the style that I'm employing here, which is like quite a bit like anime style and stuff like that, you really don't want it to be like just non-stop lines coming out of it, because then it just doesn't really look all that great. So of course there's this strand here does not look like something that would happen IRL, right? Like it's too long. So I feel like it would kind of end off back there, and then just there would be something else coming out to help it. probably it's like the edge of it kind of ends off somewhere inside of this area here, and then there's something else sticking out over here. Oh wait, did I just... Yeah, I knew it. Damn it, I drew it on the wrong layer. Okay, okay. It is fixable. It's okay. It's fixable. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we fixed it. Okay. Now to move on a little bit. And then there's some proportional issues that I have to fix with the body here, just the way that I drew it. So, you know, like, luckily I'm still in the area for, like, not the area, but like in the how do I say it? This image is still in a state where I can make said changes pretty easily, so I can do that pretty easily, so hopefully. And some of the lines that I'm going to be doing outside of the face and stuff like that might actually be... Again, I use very ultra-thin lines for her hair and her face, right? But for the rest of her body, in terms of where her clothes are, I think I can get away with doing a little bit more expressive lines. With a more thicker line art style and stuff like that, right? For certain things. For only for certain things. I can't do like the whole thing like that, but like I'm using a lot more angled an angular touch to it too, instead of just making things like smooth and rounded. And that's kind of like the reason I'm doing that is because this is like an image that has to have a little bit more energy to it, because of the fact that she's like, you know, she's gonna have like this huge explosion behind her, right? So it's like, so I kind of want things to be a little bit more like energetic with her and her line art, if that kind of makes sense. Actually, I don't need to erase that, because it just goes up that way anyway. No! Vector erase, why? Why are you betraying me? Well, actually, you know what? I can do a little bit of that and then leave that part right there. Yeah, I'm just trying to, as I go, I'm trying to make sure that I got some of this right. You know, like there's so many layers to how her outfit is actually drawn. And one of the things that I already see that I need to change a little bit is like the length of her hips and stuff like that, right? Because originally when I drew this, like I kind of had it at a slightly bent back angle. Like the angle was a little bit more extreme, right? So her hips, the area and the space around her hips became like a lot more shallow the way that I drew it, right? But actually, I need to elongate this part and just like make that, I guess, make that curve into her hips just like a whole lot smoother than how it just suddenly kind of goes right into it, like over here, where her back is and stuff like that. Like it's a little bit too steep and stuff like that. So it makes her look very like squat in a lot of ways, right? And she is a more petite character, but I don't want to like just make her like completely like, oh, like she's got like proportional issues like crazy because of that, you know? And then she's got this that goes straight across. It's like it's like it's like the rope or the ribbon or something like that that kind of holds the both sides of her her arm sleeves together. I guess that's what it would be. Yeah, I mean, I have to end up adding a lot of detail to this that I'll probably end up missing in the first place. It's sort of like the way that I was drawing Honest, and before I passed it over to Mooney, I forgot to draw like a ton of stuff on there, and I have to actually draw all that stuff back on there so that she can continue to add color to it. So I've got to get to that like as soon as I can. Let's just get this. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna have to correct this now. Whoops. Because it's not exactly the curve that I wanted, but it works well enough for what it is right now, and then I can just kind of fix it on my own. Back in my day, we couldn't do this. No, but for real, you were kind of screwed in a lot of ways if you did this on with like older tools, like analog tools, right? Not really. If you knew what you were doing, you could fix it for sure. Like, you know, I know whiteout is not like quite like it's not something that people think of when it comes to like fixing art and stuff like that, but you could use stuff like that to fix it if you were doing this like by like pen and paper and stuff like that. It wasn't impossible, but it was a pain in the butt. Like I know that some of my friends also like did things like they would cut pieces of paper around it and then they would glue it on top because like, you know, whiteout would leave that texture and that weird like when it dries it wasn't completely smoothed down. And not that, you know, cutting a piece of paper off and putting it over to fix it wouldn't leave like a bump there, but it was just like less extreme than the way whiteout would work. So there were definitely ways to do this with non-digital. It's just like, but it was just like kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, nothing was ever really like unfixable if you kind of just like sat there for a moment and just kind of thought about it, right? Like, and I think that's what caused a lot of people to be very like cautious about approaching art back in the day, because it was kind of like you didn't want to screw it up because you spend so much time doing like a sketch and then you started inking it and oh shoot, something happened, I dropped my pen on it in the wrong way, or I did the wrong line on it and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, that fear and anxiety that you have from of quote unquote messing it up kind of stopped a lot of people from doing the art thing, myself included. I not gonna lie, I had a lot of that with like a lot of that anxiety of being like, oh shoot, I messed it up. I spent so much time on this and then I messed it up, right? So I'm kind of happy for having digital tools these days. I know there were a lot of artists back then that were not in agreement though. Like they treated it like the same way certain other digital tools are treated now. Though those quote unquote digital tools are even they barely count as a tool and more like, you know, a shortcut these days. So, you know. I will say though that, you know, like it wasn't the end of the world, but a lot of times people treated it as such. So and that kind of stopped a lot of people from arting quite a bit. Okay. I think it's looking okay the way that I'm kind of layering this, but we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to make sure that this is coming out the way that I imagined it in the first place. And yeah, when it comes to the sketch too underneath, you know, like I think for me anyway, I don't need my line art to be exactly the same as what I sketched underneath. Like I truly treat the sketch as like a blueprint for what I want, but never really like 100% how it's gonna turn out in the end, because I make a lot of changes along the way. And I think that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. Though I know that there's a lot of artists who, and I get jealous of this, but I see a lot of artists who they do their sketch, and then when they do the line art, it's like almost one for one, and it's like, how do you guys do that? You guys are so good at doing that. How? Meanwhile, I'm sitting here spending like a good part of the day trying to even get it like to look close enough to be good enough. Oh, and some updates on other things, right? So I was trying to. So as you guys know, like I've been trying to get into drawing on another service, another more art related service for streamers that do arting. I've been trying to get an account activated with them for quite a while. I still have not gotten my activation account for Picarto, and I am starting to think that they just don't want me there. I'm just starting to think they don't want me there. I sent their support like and support email, and then a follow-up and stuff like that. And I'm hearing that like a lot of people have issues with activating using Gmail and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like, at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay, like wait 48 hours, send them a follow up, wait another 48 hours, nothing still. It's like I feel like maybe they just don't want me there. I guess no capybaras on Picardo, I guess. Like, it sucks too because like again, like I've seen some streams on there, and I've recently been kind of like, oh, it seems kind of interesting. They really do seem like okay with people drawing whatever they want on there, and doing the arting however they wish over there. So like with limitations, I will say that they allow a lot with limitations. I'm not gonna say that they allow every freaking thing possible, right? Because obviously, what you draw, it has limits, right? Clearly, right? But like I was looking at them as an alternative to be able to do certain types of art, but it just seems like, again, no limits. No, we have to have some limits, okay? There has to be some limits to certain things. Like, I know everybody would like unfettered access to whatever the heck they are doing and whatever the heck stuff that they like, but we've got to have limits on some things. there's got to be a point where But yeah, I feel like they still haven't contacted me about giving me my activation code, because when you sign up, everybody gets an activation code of some sort that's automatically sent to your email. And I read on some forum chats and stuff like that, only cappies. Yeah, I gotta start only cappies. That's what I gotta do. But like yeah, it doesn't seem like it's happening, at least in the near term. So that's the unfortunate part. I'll continue to try. I'm not gonna give up on like trying to get my activation code and stuff like that. I just don't know what the holdup is, and there's no communication from them. Maybe I gotta, like, I don't know, like maybe I gotta do the thing where it's like I gotta go on Twitter and do the call out, right? Like, hey, what's going on, right? But and then again, it's not like any of my Twitter accounts have a whole lot of follows on them, so I don't see that doing anything either and stuff like that. Like, they, that usually only works for people who have like large followings, right? Like when Patrick Stewart called out a certain cable internet company because he just wanted his own freaking, he just wanted to watch television, but then he lost the will to live, apparently. in his tweet, it was kind of funny. Like, I think a lot of people in Cappy Town can definitely a lot of people in Cappy Town can definitely empathize. I think that's the word, right? Because like everybody's had that issue with this said company. It's just kind of like, oh my god, seriously. The gun is gonna be one of the hardest parts of this. So we'll see if we're able to. We'll see if we're able to figure that part out. But yeah, like I'm hoping that I'm hoping for some kind of resolution to the situation. I don't think it's necessarily like, oh, terrible service, so that it's. I think there's something up. Maybe it's the name I chose, and maybe they don't want to qualify the name. Though the name should not be like something that's like, like, oh, why would you choose that and stuff like that, right? I literally chose the name not safe for Bard. like I thought it was like kind of a joke, and like kind of harmless, but also kind of like, you know like it should tell you, like, oh, you should know what to expect, right? With that sort of thing. But it's sort of like, still no response. So and why would I not choose the same name that I have already, right? Like for all my stuff. Well, um and this is something, like, if right? Like as an artist and stuff like that. But a lot of people who do arting online kind of know, like, like what the you shouldn't tie all of your arting things to the same accounts and stuff like that, right? It's like, it's one of the things that you kind of come to know when it happens to you. But basically, there are certain payment transactors that are constantly checking, and if anything seems a little bit like unkosher and say so for them, they will not hesitate to ban you on their platforms. And then if that happens, we can't do certain things, like, offer certain services and stuff like that, right? So it's kind of like just a way to protect yourself as a uh artist online and stuff like that, to just kind of keep things a little bit separate, regard, like, with all your stuff. And I'm sure that, like, for those of you who kind of follow the art scene on Twitch and stuff like that, you've seen that, certain things have happened to certain, even large creators and stuff like that, where, it's like, oh, they should have just kept everything separate, right? Like, so it's not like a mystery as to why, like, even someone like me would want to have like a different account in those situations and stuff like that, right? Okay, that works. All right. But yeah, that's what's been going on with that. I've still yet to be able to do my test stream of that, so we'll see how it goes. But like, um, if nothing comes of it, unfortunately, then we'll just have to figure out a different route to go. With that, it's like, it's kind of unfortunate, but I still have hope that we'll be able to resolve whatever it is that's keeping me from signing up for that account. Or maybe I just gotta suck it up and think of a different username and stuff like that, right? Like, maybe it's a situation arising from having a username that's kind of sussy like that, right? Even though that, like, again, I don't really think there's anything sussy with the username that I ended up choosing. But, like, I could go like what a lot of people do, and just have like a Bard After Dark type of thing, right? Like that's also another name like username that I could choose, right? Like something like that. But, you know, we shall see, you know? Or maybe we really will have to do only Cappies. Yeah, this is one of those streams where I'm like concentrating a bit, so sorry if I'm not being as talkative as I should be. And then this is kind of like got a lot of this going on because it's like hold like taut against her arm like this. And then I think add some of this to it. And then there's like a ribbon that kind of ties both sides to it. I think I might have gotten this part under her arm a little bit. It should really be like closer to where the rope is, right? Like where the ribbon ends up being tied to it. So maybe I delete this. art. Yeah, because on the sketch I had it like further out, uh, like over here and stuff like that. So I have the strap going across right there, but it might not actually be right there, right? Like it's and it's kind of like that more. So maybe I just have it over there, and then I just draw it to have. This is like the struggle of fan art, no joke. Like, just trying to figure out what was the intention of certain things in the original. When you look at the the reference, right? Like trying to figure that part out is like so freaking hard for no reason. Like I can't figure it out. I'm so stupid sometimes. My cappy brain just can't like wrap its head around some of these things. There, and then you just kind of clean up some of those stray lines, and then yeah, I know she has like an entire shoulder on this side too, so I've got to erase some of the hair that I drew into that, but it's fine. Like it's better to have a lot more drawn so that when you draw certain things like that, like having a lot more of the hair drawn is okay, because if you have to cover it with stuff, you don't have to thread the needle with a lot of the lines that come from the gaps and stuff like that. So I'm okay with having drawn all that there. But I'm gonna have to get her shoulder in there, and I can't forget that, because then it's gonna look really weird that she's got no shoulder right there. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do. So what's interesting too is like I like the way that I did the skirt, but I don't like the way that the hip is connecting to the midsection of her body. So I'm gonna actually do some of the line work on the skirt and the thigh there, right? And then what I'm gonna do is just drag it down lower and then connect these two halves of her body back together in a way that I actually do like. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. Like, I know it's like really weird. Like in comparison to the way some artists works, like there's a lot of artists out there that would have already figured that part out first, right? But like for me, it's like I have such a hard time, like seeing certain proportions on a character before I have the color on. Like a lot of times, the way that I can get the proportions right is if I do like a lighting study on them, right? Like I use gray colors and I just like get all my colors in there, like, or at least like some semblance of the colors in there, and then just kind of like figure out my proportions like that, right? But when I do line art as sketches and stuff like that, like the way that I tried to do with this one, I have such a hard time like visually seeing certain things that like sometimes like I catch it while I'm doing the line art, and I'm just kind of like, damn, why did I even do it like that? Like, why did I like, I feel like her torso just is not long enough at this point, and I'm just kind of like cursing myself for doing that. But again, that's why I'm working digital now, so I could fix that stuff whenever I encounter it. And again, you know, like, I'm probably gonna preserve some of these, this setup, like this whole way that I drew the skirt down here, but I'm gonna move it down slightly and then adjust some of it so that it looks more like the way that I think a person should be proportioned. Like, having to undo the line like 50 times in order to get the one that I actually want. Uh Goofy, what's up? You love me. You better not let Mooney hear that. What's up? How you doing, by the way? Oh, the arm on my screen. So I have my tablet actually on an arm, like what do you call it? Like the monitor arms that you can adjust it and stuff like that, right? And it keeps moving. It keeps moving now. I think I gotta tighten some of the parts of it and stuff like that in order so that it stops moving when I press too hard on the We good for some reason. For some reason, yeah. My friend is the owner of the Goofy Bros. Oh, really? I'm just the one who runs the channel. Oh, I see, I see. Well, that's kind of cool, you know? So it's like a collaborative thing? Yeah, so now I gotta actually hold on to the edge of the monitor whenever I do like a very long stroke, so that I don't accidentally push the entire monitor back. But it also might be like, hey Bard, you're just like using too much force, aren't you? You're just like, if you're moving your whole monitor off of the freaking rig, right? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me go grab that. Where is it? Where is the window? Hello.
Hey babe, how you doing?
Oh, what happened to your voice?
This is my voice. What are you talking about?
Oh no, here we go. That's clearly not your voice.
This is my voice.
No, it's not. Chat, that's not Mooney's voice, right?
Yes, it is. Why are you being mean?
I'm not being mean. That's not your voice. I am the co-owner, and my friend is the official owner. Oh, okay, okay. Well, again, you know, it's kind of cool to have, like, you know, collaborative, projects and stuff like that, right? But yeah, how you doing, Mooney? Are you
okay?
You taking a break from stream?
I want to take a nap.
Oh, no. Well, if you want to take a nap, go ahead, you know, like...
I actually need to have your advice.
Oh, okay, yeah?
Because you used to be a graphic designer.
Oh, I see, I see.
In another life.
In another life, yeah.
Well, at least you try to study to be it, right?
I tried to study to be one, but, like, I think, you know, it might surprise some of you. It might surprise some of you to know. Graphic design and art and illustration, not the same thing.
Whoa!
Whoa! Yeah, it's not the same
okay,
thing.
How does
Yeah,
this look?
Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a badge, right?
No, it's not a badge. It's for a meet and greet graphic post.
But it's kind of similar to the idea. I think I like it, you know?
Okay, because
Yeah.
V Stage, it was very digital. That was my vibe. Is like it's digital, little bit hints of red because of the logo
Uh-huh.
for the event, and then that is gonna be their time, and then the come meet me.
Oh, that's cool.
That's my vision.
Are you allowed to say the name of it right now?
Yeah, because it's coming up. It's for Anifest.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to it.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, you know. You know, I gotta look out for these things, you know? You know?
Yeah, unlike me who's been messing up lately.
No, you haven't been messing up. But yeah, I think the design works, you know?
I think because I was worried about all the colors used, but then kind of it's not too distracting, I guess, because the gray helps with the neutralization of it.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps because of that, right? And also, you know, like, you were never gonna be able to get away from all those colors because of the logo there. So, you know, like you're gonna have it one way or another. So keeping everything else a little bit more neutral is a good choice, you know. Okay. Okay, I'm almost ready to have this moved over a little bit. I just got to do the rest of the lines here, and then I'll fix the proportion of where her hips actually should be in this image. Or it's not really a problem with her hips. It's more that her, like, again, her torso, I guess that would be the lower half of her torso. It's a little bit too short, so... Who's that person beside me? Goofy Bros. Would you like to introduce yourself, person beside me? I-
don't. It's Smeagol.
No, it's not Smeagol. No, it's not Smeagol.
But one of it is.
No, it's not.
One of it is.
It is not. I refuse to. I refuse to to acknowledge that.
Do you want me to do a serious introduction, or would you like me to do a silly one?
It's up to you.
You didn't accept Smeagol, so I'm not allowed to do a silly one again. Oh, my name is Winnie. Shout out, Space Bounty Hunter for the stars. I may be a terrible shot, but guess what? I'm still gonna aim for your heart. And this is a Fiercestbard's art channel.
Yeah. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I love you, Smeagol. No, not Smeagol, not Smeagol.
See, I should have just stuck with Smeagol.
You're confusing YouTube. No, for anybody that doesn't know, that's newer to the channel here, as said, this is Mooney Shoda. She is a variety streamer here, as well.
Well, not really variety streamer.
Not really no game.
RPG.
RPGs.
I'm an RPG streamer.
Yeah.
I'm playing Yakuza 6 because it is time to finally be Grandpa Kiryu. Apparently a terrible grandpa because who the fuck takes a baby to a bar? Apparently Kiryu does.
Look. No, actually,
I find out information about my daughter and what she was doing. Oh, no, go to a bar.
Yeah. Clearly, this is the best route to take. No, in all seriousness, yeah, you play a lot of like role-playing games, right? And you also do some art from time to time. Actually, Mooney's responsible for creating my beautiful visage that you guys see here.
The luscious cappy bubby.
Yes, just I can't lift my head any further, but just bask in all the glory of this body.
I mean, you can show them your alternative body.
My alternative body. Actually, you know what? It was kind of interesting. I haven't
used it in a while. Your actual body that you illustrate yourself.
Yeah, I know. I haven't actually used it in a while. It's because, like, you know, like I feel like this is less confusing for everybody. Fiercestbard more than Smeagol. No. There's no Smeagol here. Please, Goofy. There's no Smeagol here. No, but in all seriousness, I did have a model that I was using previous to this, right? This is the one that Mooney made me, but I also had let's see if I could grab her. So this is Biscotti. This is the mascot for my channel. She is as you can see, she is an anime woman, so it gets a little bit confusing for some people. Especially since, why is there a mustache stuck to my face?
You never removed it. Probably because we did Mario Kart related.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess so, right? Let's see. Remove. How do I remove? I don't want to
drag it off yourself.
I don't want to. Yeah.
You just drag it, rip it off your face, like a real man.
How can I do this?
You just click on the mustache.
I tried to click on it, but it doesn't seem to be.
Oh, okay. So you know what you can do?
Go
over to the assets bar.
Yeah.
And then there should be like an option to remove all assets.
Yeah, but oh well. I guess I'll end up removing my my drawing desk too. I guess.
Oh.
It's okay. It's fine. It's better than having a mustache. Like all of this time.
It's better than having a mustache. Damn. What are you trying to say to all the mustachioed people?
What? Who's that person that's sitting on top of? Give the capybara back. Yeah, so this was the mascot for this channel for quite a while. I drew her, and then what Tininini rigged her for me so that, you know, like while I'm drawing, I have a body that's long enough to reach the screen. But yeah, I haven't been using Biscotti in a while, so like I chose to stick with my new Cappy look. My new Cappy look that Mooney created. And you actually did the rigging for this one too. You know, as like though it was quick and dirty, right?
I did me best.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good, you know? Let me just put my table back. Oh my gosh, my table's so big. There we go. I just had to put my table back. There you go, chat. The capybara's back.
You should have a redeem so people can be. I want biscotti.
I know, right? A biscotti redeem.
Yeah. Sometimes people don't want to look at a cappy face. Maybe they want to look at a booba anime girl. Did you know, chat, that our lore for just our friendship alone?
Yeah.
Was that I saw a beautiful blonde woman on stream and I'm like, hey, I want to be your friend.
Yeah, that's true. That is the beginning of our lore together, right?
And then I was lied to.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a beautiful blonde woman. It was a capybara on top of a beautiful blonde woman.
Yeah, I totally catfished Mooney.
And I dude fished Bard.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, huh? There is a Smeagol here. No, there isn't. There's no Smeagol.
Smeagol, what the precious?
No, please. Chat, please don't encourage this.
Why don't you like Smeagol? What did Smeagol do to you?
Smeagol didn't do anything to me, but that doesn't mean that Smeagol needs to be here.
But why?
Shh, private the stream. I have to tell you the Goofy Bros news no one talks about. What Goofy Bros news do you have to tell me that must be private?
Are you going on a road trip?
Whoa.
A fishing trip?
Saya,
Your
what's
son?
up? Don't you want to go to the Knicks? I can't fly to San Antonio. I can't fly to San Antonio. I probably can't afford any of the tickets either with how much they cost.
The other Knicks fans bought it all.
Yeah, like the other Knicks
You mean
fans.
the orange mango sentinels?
Yeah, the Mango Sentinels fans. The Goofy Bros, yeah. Oh, you're referencing the side talk video. Wow, that's the whole KD. Don't you wish you want to go to the Knicks? Damn it!
I don't get it.
You'll never get it. Don't worry about it, Mooney.
I try to understand you, but you get more confusing.
Jalen Brunson might walk on water soon. I mean, he might if this happens. We'll see. Edit our what? The Goofy Bros, we edit our video. You edited video. Watch the side. I tried to show Mooney the side one of the side talk videos before, right? But it's too much because it's like
Is it the guy yelling?
Yeah, it's like the guy's going crazy and stuff like that. That's the side talk videos that make everybody believe.
Is it the angry coach guy who yells at people and makes really mean
No, it's not the angry coach guy. It's not the angry coach guy. It's
he's really mean.
it's not awful coaching.
I'm surprised that no one has been like, hey yo bro, I'm gonna kick your ass.
No, actually there's a lot of people who have a problem with that sort of content, basically. Like, there have been people that have been arguing with them. There's all sorts of like background lore to the controversies that's going on with awful coaching. Though I feel like I feel like, like they are definitely playing a bit, and it's sort of like some people don't agree with it, but hey, like I'm not gonna question what they're doing, right? They're doing what they need to do, right? Admittedly, I do get a laugh out of some of it. Some of it is very, though, like some of it is definitely quite extreme. I would have to say, multiple people yelling. Yeah, I think because Mooney, like when you see those videos, it's like it's very jarring for you because you don't like the uber hyped like crowd interactions and stuff like that, like to that level, right? Like where it's just way loud and obnoxious and crazy and stuff like that. I tried to keep Mooney away from the ridiculousness of people climbing light poles and getting yelled at by the cops.
Oh. That would be interesting if they got naked at least.
I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly,
put on a fucking show.
Mooney, if they do win the championships, I think there's a huge possibility that they're not, because they are coming out of the weaker conference, right? Of the two that are going to be playing in the finals. But can you imagine if they actually win? What's going to happen? Like I'm not gonna lie, like like if it happens, like
what are the chances the Mango Sentinels are gonna win?
Oh my god, like
they're gonna take it all the way.
The meat of the content might be dubious, but his spirit is pure. Yeah, I think that's what it is, right? Like, the people are going crazy in that content, and it's like, oh, right? But it's like, the people, like, in those videos, the side talk videos, they're so hungry for anything good to happen because of how bad the Mango Sentinels have been for, like, so long. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, these people just want something to be happy about.
So what if you're part of a team that has never won once?
There's quite a few teams like that, right? So like a couple of years ago, that was the Toronto Raptors. That was the first time that they won. Though I don't think Toronto exploded. They continued to be a city. And then, just last year, Indiana, right? As much as I hate to say it, being a Mango Sentinels fan, right? Like, they were one blown Achilles tendon from being the world champions. They quite literally could have won Game 7 last year. They went that far. It was a very real possibility. And had they won, I'm sure Indiana would have been thrilled to all hell, and we would never hear the end of it in Cappytown. The Kings, oh my gosh, the Kings.
Will there ever be a day where was it LA Lakers?
What about them?
Will be beaten by the Mango Sentinels?
So what's interesting, now that you said that, right?
That
happened already.
Oh.
That happened
Okay.
The first time the Sentinels won in 1971. They actually beat them.
That long ago. So,
Yeah.
They won.
Yeah,
So they actually have won once.
They won
you're
twice. They won twice.
Okay.
The last time
So
they
this
won
is-
was 53 years ago.
Before you were even born.
Yeah,
Or most of
before a
China, at
lot of
least.
before a lot of people were born. That was the last time that the Mango Sentinels won, and that's why it's
This
it's
is the
almost
first time in 20 years that they don't have a chance, probably, but they have a chance.
yeah. It's one of those things where it's like when you get there, if you get to the finals, you have a chance, you have a shot. No matter how bad your team is, right? It just be
So freak
you have to
accidents
get
can
there.
happen all the time.
Things can happen. Crazier things can happen. I mean, the 2004 Detroit Pistons is a good example. Nobody gave them a shot because they were going up against a Lakers
they
team.
were pissing on people.
Yes, they were pissing on the Pistons are pissing on people. Okay, Ancient hoops. No, but like in all seriousness, they didn't piss on people, but they were going against a veritable super team because Kobe had they had Dwight on that team. Yeah.
Kobe didn't even win that year.
No, they were supposed to be.
He didn't deserve his steak named after him.
Wow. I mean, he won the 3 before that.
No, he had to go all the way.
They have to never lose. Yeah, you're not allowed to lose even once.
I mean, that's what sports fans demand, right?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm just keeping the standards here.
Yeah, those are the standards for sure. But yeah, for me, it's like I have hope. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I do have hope. Like, and like you always want the hope to translate into something, right? Like, I feel like, and it's not like I hate the other team, by the way. The Spurs are actually a really good organization. I've enjoyed quite a few of their championship runs, even though I don't necessarily agree with the way that they get some of them. But like, they're lucky duckies, especially with the way the NBA draft fell into their laps. So they are very lucky duckies, and I will say that
Lucky.
just give the Knicks this year when we can have the next 20. Yeah, it's like it's one of those things, right? It's like that Wembanyama is gonna have like the most like ridiculous career with like when they call him like the alien, like he's like literally he's like this what is he 7 foot like 5 or something. I don't know how tall he actually is, but like you can definitely feel like that kid is gonna have like a Hall of Fame career. And like if any team is gonna beat them, they gotta beat them before he reaches his prime. He's not even in his prime yet. They gotta beat him before he reaches his prime.
Yet?
Yes, they gotta beat him before.
Currently in what's his name before Optimus Prime?
What?
What was Optimus Prime before he was Optimus Prime?
Oh, he was Orion Pax.
So
They gotta
Orion Pax right now.
Yeah, they gotta beat him before he becomes Optimus. Before Orion Pax becomes Optimus.
Yeah, so he doesn't have the what?
He doesn't have the Matrix yet. So they gotta.
Do you have to beat him down before he gets confident enough to get a Matrix?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is, Like, it's like what Saya said, Wemby can have the next 20. It's like that's what everybody's expecting. He's like, that's how good this kid is. He's kind of living up to the expectations right now, and it's like,
Are
okay,
you living up to your expectations?
Oh heck no, I never live up to my expectations.
Do you go beyond the expectations?
No. I never get to live up to my expectations, unfortunately.
What? Should I be concerned?
No, you shouldn't. I feel like I need to space this out a little bit more.
So how'd you feel about her sad story?
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't played it.
Yeah, I haven't played that part yet. I'm still trying to get there.
You're drawing a part of the game that you haven't even played.
I know. I know.
Fake fan.
I'm gonna get there sometime soon. I'll get there soon. Don't worry.
To get there is slow as fuck.
Yeah.
It is basically just a lot of commentary. I actually haven't finished.
I'm still on the whale.
Yeah, you're really behind, bro.
I know. I'm still on the freaking whale. Jeez.
Just let me fight things. I mean, I get it. The stories are really interesting, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you just don't want to read them.
Yeah,
and you feel bad for skipping them.
Yeah, you know, because it's like one of the best parts of the game is the story and stuff like that, right? But it's like, damn, like sometimes
I don't
it's
have
just
the energy
like,
all the time. Yeah.
for sure, right? But bad pacing on those MS. Yeah, I mean they have to set it up though, right? Like unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff that they have to set up and stuff like that. But the
But
problem is like
I did tell you the rough story of it in the end, so you can technically skip
up
that
until
part.
yeah.
Like that. Well, not the when you get to the part where Princess is introduced. Yeah, you can probably skip half of it. If
Oh
like you
no.
can probably like not skip half of it. You can probably just like speed read through it. Like I wouldn't say like
Yeah.
you have to like because like it's like I gave you like the general idea. Just like you gave me the general idea for the Idol anniversary story.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be bothered. I'm sorry. After a while, I'm just kind of I don't want to read anything. I just want to play the game.
After a while, right?
That's why I can't play Destiny.
Oh yeah, sorry. Everybody like okay, I noticed chat, you guys encourage Mooney to play stuff like Final Fantasy 14 and Destiny and stuff like that. Forgetting the fact that it's very hard for Mooney to actually want to like, you know, stick with long stories. Like, you know, no matter how good they are.
I can play it when it's by myself.
Yeah.
But after a while, I kind of just want to get through the game.
Yeah. Like, for everybody that wants Mooney to play, like, Final Fantasy 14 because the story is amazing, and I do agree, the story is amazing. It's just that Mooney's never going to sit through that. You guys realize how long the 14 story is? Yeah, I'm on Final Fantasy 14 right now. Only the beginning of Final Fantasy 14 is Dookie. Exactly! It takes so long to get to the good part. Mooney has already tapped out. She's already gonna be tapped out. She's never gonna be able to sit through that. Like... And it takes so long for that story to ramp up. Like, I think, for me, I was not really that sold on the Final Fantasy 14 story until, about the time Heaven's Word came out, you know? We are also releasing a movie on your channel. Is that right, Goofy? Whoa. I can't release a movie. I don't have a movie to release.
That's Quitters Talk.
That's Quitters Talk? Okay. I'm gonna make a movie. It may or may not be suitable for all audiences though.
Is it the loving story of a Cappy and how he grew up in Cappy Town? Longing for more.
Longing for more. Is it gonna be a heartwarming story then, or is it just...
you have to tell me.
No, I don't want it to be a heartwarming story.
You want tragedy?
It's tragedy. It'll be a tragic story about how that Cappy's life got turned upside down, and then he
had to get moved because it was to Bel Air.
Yeah, exactly. He has to move in with his uncle.
It would be so original.
No one's ever done it before.
I know, no one's ever done it. It's gonna be called Cappy of Bel Air.
Yeah.
No one's done it before.
You gotta move in with his...
Don't tell him.
It's gotta move in with his rich uncle and then have all sorts of hijinks and fourth wall breaking.
The best friend that you really get them into a lot of trouble. And then your aunt mysteriously changes.
I was gonna say that. Then suddenly one day, my aunt surprisingly changes into a different person. Why? I don't know.
You don't notice. You don't even notice. Did she? Did she not? You don't know.
Did she not? No, I don't know. the Ishgard arc of Heavensward is so good. Harsaphat and yeah, Imeric, yeah. I think that's how you pronounce their names.
Those
I don't
are
know.
real names?
Yeah, yes, those are actually real names in the game. Every region basically takes inspiration from certain other real life regions and stuff like that, right? So some characters will have like very ethnic names and things like that, right? Like I don't know how best to describe it. But yeah, they got them names. They got them like Emmerich, I think. Oh, okay. The only game where the French are good. Oh no. Is it the only game? But yeah, like I do agree. That's when the story started getting really good for me and stuff like that. I felt like that was like the moment. I was like, oh shoot, this game is actually like really good.
By the way, did you wanna talk about how there was this art contest? I believe, I'm not sure if it's like, it was this Indonesian like art contest.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing, I guess they were doing a freerun collab, and they were doing an art contest, and like so many people entered with like fake art.
Oh yeah.
Or AI art.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I sent you one, remember?
Oh.
Where the guy's like, "Oh, I didn't use AI art for this."
Oh,
it's
is it
very clearly AI art.
Is it the video of the layers? Is that what it was? Yeah, I didn't realize that was for a contest.
Yeah, it was for a contest. Do you want to explain why that didn't work?
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, some people, you know, the lengths that some people go to kind of prove that they are actually drawing it and stuff like that, right? It's like, if you're gonna put that much effort into doing that, you could just put the effort into actually learning to art, right? Like, I don't know, it's like, you know, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, somebody was trying to prove that
there are a couple people actually.
Yeah, they were trying to prove that they didn't do, I mean, that they did do a certain piece of freerun art by showing their layered file in a video that they recorded themselves doing, right? And in the video, they were flicking on and off certain layers, right? But like, it's almost like, okay, number one, the file name was very telling of the fact that they didn't really, because the file name clearly was that like they named it like something like freerun.jpg or something like that. So already like it was already like a file that was clearly converted from a JPEG. They didn't bother to change it. And then it's like they didn't quite understand why artists have various layers for their work, right? They didn't seem to understand that. So I know that there are artists out there that will, like, for example, have all their layers for the face as one layer, right? And stuff like that, and they'll have like the hair as one layer. There are artists that do that, but the way that this person separated their artwork looked more like the way that people separate artwork for live 2D models and stuff like that, right? Where you've merged all the layers into one thing, and then you separated it into that one thing. And they were clicking off all these different parts, like, oh, single arm for the freerun, the single,
the entire head.
Yeah, the entire head, and then the back of the head for some reason is like a separate like layer with all the hair and stuff like that. It was like like, when if you don't do the thing, then you don't understand why people do the thing. And that's clearly what this layer was showing. They didn't understand why people have layers, or how people usually, I shouldn't say that they didn't understand why people have layers, but rather they didn't understand how people work with layers. So they just kind of thought that would show that they did the work, and
did
it
you
actually.
Want to know how another person tried to fake? I didn't show you the video.
Oh yeah, somebody else tried to.
Someone else tried to do it. Okay, so they had this illustration Himmel was also there in the illustration. And what was there was like, it was very painterly, right? So clearly it was AI, and they're like, no, it's not AI, see? But I don't have like a work in progress. The only work in progress I have is me like testing out the tablet. So they're drawing it, and then when people notice in the corner, what is the file name saved under?
Oh, what? Oh no! Is it like what? Is it like a file type that's like, you know?
It was JPEG.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they're just painting, like, they have, because they're like, oh, this is the line art for everything, and this is me rendering the Himmel hair, for example.
Yeah. Again, you know, like, it screams of people who do not understand why, like, the art process itself, so they don't even realize to look at things like that. Like, you know, an artist would not be working directly off of a JPEG. Like, that's... Because that's like, oh man, like, you know, why would you be working off of the compressed file, right? Like...
Or why would you already compress it?
Yeah,
when you're not supposedly finished, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna heat up something to eat.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. I think it's almost time for me too, like, because as you guys know, I don't really get to stream quite as long during the day as I would like to. And I'm just about up on time, but Stormblood is so fucking slow right now, even if its representation of politics and cultural clashes are good. Yeah, I actually was really interested in... So here's what happened to me. I stopped playing after Heavensward, right? And then there was a time where I didn't pick up Stormblood, right? And then my friend invited me back to playing the game when Shadowbringers came out and stuff like that, right? Because it was like, oh, it's getting really good again, you should play it again. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I went in to play it, and then my friend bought me like the story skip thing, and I was like, I wanted to actually go through Stormblood, but everybody kept saying that it was like crappy, you know, like nobody cares about the story there and stuff like that, right? But I actually did want to go through it, because there was a lot of stuff that, like, references and things like that I really liked in it, like for Final Fantasy VI and all that stuff, right? So I was like really interested in going through Stormblood, but then he bought the story skip thing and he gave it to me, and I was like, oh, I'd feel really bad if I don't use it, because it's like they spent money on it and then I just don't use it, and then it's like, oh, fine. So I used it, but then I kind of regretted it, because I was like, I really wanted to know what happened in Stormblood, so I kind of had to go back and watch a lot of the cutscenes and stuff like that to figure it out. But I kind of wish I never did that, because I did want to go through the Stormblood storyline, even if it is kind of slow and stuff like that. I stopped playing pretty early on, so I was still in the like area with all the underwater fish people and stuff like that. It was kind of funny. Like, I really wanted to get a handle on what was going on in the story afterwards. So I was like, I shouldn't have skipped. Yeah, I guess that's enough. Like, in terms of, like, I lengthened it. Just, it's such a small change, but it makes a big difference in terms of, you know, where the rest of her body actually is. Okay. And then I gotta get her hat on there. But yeah, it's like, I definitely still feel like, with Final Fantasy XIV, I do have a soft spot for Final Fantasy XIV still. You know, I don't think of it as a bad game or anything like that, just because I stopped playing it it's very different from the way that like I approach World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft so long with some of my friends, right? That when the day that I quit World of Warcraft, I was just like, good fucking riddance. I know that's like kind of mean to say, but it's kind of true. It's like the day that I quit World of Warcraft was like I felt like I escaped with my life. like that shit was like, yeah. And you know, I never looked back with World of Warcraft. But with Final Fantasy, I do have like a whole lot more of a like nostalgic feel, I guess. Is it nostalgia or is it like I don't know. Like I had a whole lot more fun on Final Fantasy, but I also think that it did help that I was a fan of Final Fantasy the series, even before 14, right? So like, you know, that might have been a big reason why. But man, like the day that I remember that, like when I quit World of Warcraft, and I was just kind of like, good riddance to this bullshit. I'm never gonna fucking touch this game again, and I haven't. like if you guys still love World of Warcraft, and I can understand why, you know, like it was a fun game for what it was, and I have lots of really messed up but funny memories of stuff in World of Warcraft, like especially like stupid shit that would happen with my friends, like going through, like, for example, that way back in the day, the tram between Ironforge and where was this place and stuff like that, the shit that we ran into in there. Like, some of that shit was like hilarious, and I do have like some you know, fond memories of the game, but at the same time I'm also kind of like never again will I have to raid or farm pots for people and do all sorts of bullshit. I honestly think if you guys have never experienced being in a large guild of any kind and doing the raid life, be thankful. Be thankful every day of your life that you never had to experience that. When people
I need to jump off, but I will call you when I finish, okay?
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Bye.
Bye. But yeah, I will definitely the Yamuni, yeah. It's okay. Because I know Mooney was streaming for quite a few hours before this and stuff like that, so you know, she should go and get herself some foods. It's about that time for me too, actually, because you know, again, I don't get really that much time to actually stream on the daily, right? Because it's like I do have my day job to worry about quite a bit. So like, you know, when I'm done here streaming and stuff like that, and like I have to prepare dinner for myself, and then, you know, go and get stuff ready and stuff like that, and then, you know, like I gotta like wind down for the night and stuff like that. I do wish that I did spend a whole lot more time streaming, but it's just not possible with the way that, you know, things are right now. But we'll see one day, you know, like maybe if I ever because my ultimate goal really is like, hey, one day maybe I can do the arting thing and it'll pay for my lifestyles, and, you know, like I'll be able to support everybody on it and stuff like that, and that would be like an amazing dream. But, you know, like at the same time, to reach that type of level where you can do stuff like that, you know, like you gotta work real hard for that and stuff like that, right? So for me, it's all about right now juggling the day job that I have, and then, you know, like figuring out how to get better at the arting thing as soon as I can. Because I still think that I have quite a bit of learning to do in terms of art. I don't think that I'm necessarily somebody who can teach art properly right now. But, you know, I don't mind offering tips on certain things that I've learned myself and stuff like that. And I do get quite a bit of help too. Like one of the big things for anybody who's learning art that you know, they should know is like don't ever be afraid of asking for help and actually applying that help and stuff like that. Even for the sketch that I did of Ingrid that I showed earlier, you know, like I'm actively asking my friends who are like amazing artists, you know, like I think that they're much better artists than I am, and you know, like I asked them for help on it. Like I asked them like, hey, you know, like, did I do this right? Do you think this looks weird and stuff like that? And they gave me some advice on it, and I will actually apply some of their advice, because like, you know, you shouldn't be afraid to like essentially make mistakes and then, like, you know, ask for help on those mistakes and correct them, you know? Like you really shouldn't. There's no reason to, right? So yeah, like Joy. Do you not like Ingrid, Saya? or are you saying that sarcastically, or are you actually happy to see Ingrid fan art? But yeah, I my next artwork, I'm pivoting a little bit away from a Rappy, because I want to draw Rappy to complete the set of 3 from Nikkei, right? But because I did boot up Street Fighter briefly to try out Ingrid when she released, and I'm making the claim now. You guys are seeing this publicly. I did in fact like Ingrid back in Fighting Evolution. I actually played that game, and I even went out of my way to look for Ingrid's stuff at certain conventions, right? Like I bought like one of the random figures that they had, like the box gacha figures back then, and I got the black costume Ingrid with the white hair at the time. I gotta find it somewhere here, but yeah, I did like Ingrid for a long time, but I always figured that she was the type of character that was kind of like a Kusoge character. So a lot of people would like hate on her like crazy, especially after Alpha 3 Max came out and they added her to the game and they changed some of the Street Fighter lore. So a lot of people absolutely hated her. I like this current Ingrid a lot. Normal amount. Insert that pathetic one. Yeah. So I was always on the Ingrid bandwagon. So when they were saying that Ingrid was going to be in Street Fighter 6, I actually did not play the game until she released because I was waiting for her. I am 1 degree separated from Ingrid. I played a lot of Alpha 3. Oh yeah. Yo, Alpha 3 was like, it was kind of a weird game because especially with what was it, the Vism in that game kind of broke the game, but still, like, you know, like, yeah, I seriously did not play Street Fighter 3 until, I mean, not Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 6 until Ingrid actually released, because I was like, I'm not gonna use any other of these characters. Learn Sagat, learn other characters, like, even though I need to know how to fight them, who cares about that? I want to learn how to use Ingrid, so I'm just gonna not play this game until she comes out. So yeah, like I'm trying to draw her with her ending screen look, where she takes off her Katamari Damacy head band helmet thing and lets her hair go free. So I'm trying to draw her. This is my sketch. It's a little bit different than what like I would usually draw them right side up and stuff like that. But I feel like she's not the type of character that would care about, you know, like, you know, not even hot women can make me play She Versus. But we can be scrubs together. Yeah, we can teleport and shoot lasers all day together. But yeah. So, you know, like, that's probably the next image I'll work on here. Other than like so I'm almost done with the line art with Anis here. It looks like I just gotta get her hand, her shoulder, and quite a few of the small details of the big ass gun. Right, I have the curse of playing technical waifu characters. I mean, I think so too. I think I have that curse as well. Like for yeah, like I actually drew Anis, right? But Mooney is adding the color to Titty Star Anis, right? She's currently adding the color to Titty Star Anis here, but she noticed that I drew certain things wrong, and I have to redo some of the stuff. But she has started to add color to it and stuff like that. So she's working on that currently. But I need to add some details to like the cat icon, insignia here. I didn't draw the star that's actually on the plushie cat and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that I left out, but I think because the way that I usually do things is that there's details that I leave out and then I add during the color phase, and I forget that Mooney cannot see that. So I actually have to complete the line art for the most part whenever I do that for certain characters. I can't leave things undefined and stuff like that, because Mooney's not going to be able to figure that out and stuff like that, and that's just making things harder for her. So, you know, like, I gotta get more used to like the way that we're working on it. But yeah, so like, you know, like, we'll have Neon and Anis, like one image of Neon, one of Anis, and then I was planning on having Rappy as the third image, but I haven't figured out which version of Rappy to draw, and just what pose to do, right? And, you know, oh, Dumb Bunny, thank you for the follow. Super appreciate that, you know? Like, always happy to see new followers here. But yeah, you know, like, I'm always like trying to think of like the pose for Rappy, and I've been mentioning this before. I wanted to be able to finish sets. Like, I keep drawing like maybe one character or two characters out of like a set, but I don't actually finish the set and stuff like that, right? And, you know, like, I feel like that's a problem, especially since I'm trying to move into Artist Alley type work, right? Where, you know, like, I've been asked, for example, like, oh, you have Cecilia, but where's Gigi, right? Like, you know, like, things like that keep happening, and I'm like, I really need to finish my sets. I really do. So, like, if I'm gonna draw Titty Star Anis, then I have to have Neon there, and I have to have Rappy there, right? Because, you know, like, at least that's you know, at least that's the counters group, right? And even if I don't have Pika or oh my god, I forgot her name. Even if I don't have the two of them, like, at least I have the current team, right? So, you know, like, I gotta think more in line of doing stuff like that, where I'm focusing on arting the whole group instead of just the one character or the two characters that I personally like and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do that right now. And it, you know, like, in doing that though, it gave me the excuse to draw a version of Neon here as well. So, you know, it kind of works out. But yeah, but, you know, like, whenever but where does Ingrid come in? Well, the thing is, sometimes I have these like really strong urges. Like, I get inspiration, like, I get inspired sometimes, right? And I really want to do the thing that I'm inspired to do, but if I don't sketch it out and at least put it on paper at that moment, I might forget about it. So I even quick and dirty, I had to get this on quote unquote on paper and stuff like that, so that at least I get the ball rolling on it and stuff. Oh, that's so cute, Slay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm trying to make it more whimsical because the character herself is like are very like, you know, she's kind of a lot like Deadpool in a lot of ways. She's always breaking the fourth wall and having fun with people around her and stuff like that. And she's not really like a serious character. So I wanted to do like an image that's similar in that it's not all that serious and stuff like that, right? And it's like I needed to get this on paper before I forget about it, because if I forget about it, I'm like, oh shoot, I want to go back and do that, and then it's like, oh, but I already lost it. I don't remember it, you know. Drawing her raising her armpits. I mean, I can like originally her arms here were in different positions and stuff like that, right? And technically she's falling, even though up is the other way, right? So you can kind of see her hair in the direction that it's going and stuff like. And then I think her cape is going to be going upwards, where she's flying downwards, right? So if I lifted her arms like more, then we have armpit. Thank you, because I know that in this spot over here, her dress like she has cutoffs over there where her shoulders are and stuff like that, right? So it's like, you know, I can do it armpit, but like, you know, we'll have to see how that fits in with everything over here, because I don't want to cut off the hand. I want her little, you know, gesture there and stuff like that. It's just that like I had to ask some of my friends for some advice, because I feel like I might have done her shoulders in one angle and then the upper torso in another angle. So like when you feel like you have that situation pop up, you really should go ahead and fix it. So why do I say that? It's because when you go like this, like, and this is something that I used to do, like, you always want to look at your images like this and put like a piece of paper or something like that that covers it, right? And so I put, if you cover her top half, right, and then you compare it to her lower half and stuff like that, you kind of get a sense of like, oh, that's like a different angle than the shoulders, because the shoulders and her upper body here seem to be in a different angle if you just cover that part now, after you covered that part, like her upper body and stuff like that. So like if you do things like this, you can kind of start to see like, oh, you know, like you can kind of see that like this is drawn one way and then that's drawn another way. So I have to fix her shoulders to just like, you know, get that back to normal, as it were, and stuff like that. So there's a lot that needs to change. Even the angle of the legs, the legs and the foot, right? It's not quite right, but I kind of rushed this sketch. So, you know, like just to get the idea on paper. And as some of I forgot who said this. They were a YouTuber, but you know, you usually you get it on paper first, and then you focus on working it, like, you know, getting it to look pretty and stuff like that, right? I forgot who said that, but you know, like it really makes sense. Like if you guys are looking to do the arting, just remember, like you know, like just get the idea down first, and then worry about whether or not it looks good afterwards. Because if you never get it down on paper, then you just don't have anything to work with, and then it just never becomes the thing that you want it to be. So, you know, just a little bit of advice and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the way this one's coming out, actually. Like, I think I'm a little bit more happy with this one than I am with Honest, though at the same time, like, you know, with the Honest one, I did want it to be a more basic pose, only because I know that the background is going to be like a lot of stuff. And where this one's just an explosion in the background. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, like the difference in terms of the detail of the character matters a lot for me, I think, in those situations. Because if the background is very distracting and there's a lot of stuff in it, then maybe don't go so crazy with the character. That's at least what I'm thinking, but I don't know if that's actually a thing that people do. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm probably trying to be smart beyond my years, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end the stream off. Because again, I stream 2 hours a night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, Eastern time, at 6 p.m. That's usually my my schedule. So I gotta do that, and then yeah. Yeah, GG's, yeah, you know, like, I wish I could go longer, but unfortunately, I gotta go make dinner for myself, and I can't make you guys wait an hour for me to fit it, because I do not know how to cook for my life. So when I go to make dinner, it takes me forever. And, you know, like, it's one of those things where I wish I could stay longer and do this stuff, but unfortunately, like, life kind of gets in the way. So, you know, like, I just have to deal with that, like. And I don't want to stream on the weekends because a lot of times when I'm with Mooney, you know, streaming on the weekends becomes a situation of, do we choose to ignore each other for more, or do we you know, like, spend time together, right? So there's you know, like, there's a lot of considerations that we have to make in terms of our time. Like, we can't actually use our time, like, you know, frivolously, I should say, you know? So, yeah, you know, but that's okay. It's okay, you know, like, we'll figure out one of these days. Maybe one of these days, I will be a real professional artist, and then I won't have to think about that stuff. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, thanks guys for dropping by. And here, for those of you who are gonna stick around a little bit for a little bit longer on Twitch, let's see. Let's go and see if friends are on. Let's see. Too late to the party. Great master run. Drawings. Everybody's doing the arts. But let's see who is on that we could pay a visit to. That is doing the arts. This is always the hardest part for me too. It's like, you know, trying to align a raid into someone who's actually doing the same things that I'm doing and stuff like that. It's always tough. It's always tough for me because I get nervous about just dropping in on people, especially if I don't know them just yet and stuff like that. But, you know, like, I also, you know, like, it's also fun sometimes when you see someone that's doing art that's similar and stuff like that to stuff that you like and stuff like that. Like, oh, over here, like, there's just somebody doing some summer art here, right? So that's a possibility if you guys wanna... If you guys want to go check out some summertime art, or let's see who else is on right now. I just gotta make sure that it's the arting category. There's so many people who are doing such awesome stuff right now. Damn. You know what? Let's go. Let's drop in on summertime art. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, same time, same place. You know, we'll continue doing neon arting, and we'll see how far we get there. But if we're lucky, maybe I can finish most of the line art tomorrow. If we're very lucky. And then maybe I can start working on the image of Ingrid. Maybe that'll be what happens. Who knows? But I'm hoping for too much there. Anyway, I will see you guys then, and yeah, have a great night. And here we go. We're gonna start the raid. We're gonna start the Say So and Definitely Not Degenerate Bard raid. So here we go in like 2, 1. There we go. Raiding.